According to the Royal Thai Embassy in D.C., Thai Americans are less than 1% the size of the Mexican-American population. And yet, there are an estimated about 5,400 Thai restaurants in the United States compared to around 54,000 Mexican restaurants. So what that means is that's 10 times the population to restaurant ratio for the Thai people in America.
Crazy.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to 500 Open Tabs. I'm Kaveh Taherian.
And I'm Hannah Hillam. Welcome back.
Look at that chipper voice. You know things are going well.
Look at me. Look at my eyes. If I don't blink, that means I'm happy. Look how happy I am.
Definitely not being held hostage.
No, by myself. That's the problem. I'm always held hostage by my own brain. It's like it's got a gun to my back. Do you have
Stockholm Syndrome, though, is the question? Do you feel sympathy for yourself while you're being held hostage by your own brain? Or do you just get angry? No?
That's the thing, is that I don't even have Stockholm Syndrome for my own brain.
That's sad.
I hate it.
We got to work on that in therapy. Be like, how do I become... How do
Are
I
you
get
my
Stockholm
therapist?
Syndrome? Yeah.
Wait, weren't you the prospector therapist? Remember that character we created and never talked about again?
Nope, don't remember it, but sounds like something we would have come up with.
You did. It was like a month ago. You were like, Hannah, you got to learn to love yourself. You're like, prospector.
You got to have Stockholm Syndrome for your own brain.
Learn to love yourself through
Learn
Stockholm
to love yourself,
Syndrome.
yeah. Even though you're being held hostage, it doesn't mean that you have to stop being empathetic for your own prison in your own mind. I don't know, something.
Well, good start.
Yeah.
How's it going, dude?
Pretty good. Excited to be back on the show and talking about something. Oh, before we start, I just wanted to say, I think this is the week. So last week, we recorded an episode about Ken Allen.
Yeah.
And funny enough, we recorded that a couple weeks ago at the time of this release. And then a week or two later, we got a listener email from somebody named Margot.
It was a week later.
It was a week later, but obviously Margot didn't know that we had recorded this because we hadn't yet released it. But I just wanted to give a shout out to Margot because she wrote an email about Ken Allen, being like, you guys were just in San Diego. You guys might like this. And so I was bummed. I was like, oh man, I wish I had known. Seriously, I was like, apparently we were all like on the same plane together at some point in the existential whatever plane. So shout out to Margot. Thank you for the listener email. Sorry that the timing didn't work out, but cool that you were definitely thinking in the same wavelengths that we were, or at least I was.
I like that Margot was like, what is San Diego to me? And it's Ken Allen.
I agree.
And you the same. Yeah.
Yeah. Animal where he doesn't want to be. He's just happy to escape and throw his shit at other people who are filming gorillas instead of orangutans. I get it.
We should all be like Ken Allen.
I agree. Throw shit at camera crews. That's what you got to do.
Throw shit until you get tranked. Okay?
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. That's my new look.
That's how you love yourself and become
Trank Fest 2025. All right? I'm going to throw rocks. I'm going to throw shit and I'm going to get tranked so hard.
Oh, that sounds like a nice vacation to get tranked.
Right?
Just collapse under the table.
You know things are bad when you're like, I could get tranquilized right now.
That doesn't sound bad. That sounds nice. Great. That sounds actually
Or lovely. A lobotomy starts sounding kind of nice.
We've been saying that for quite some time now, too. Trank, lobotomy. I feel like trank's nice because at least you get to like sample it. But lobotomy's permanent. That's the problem.
Well, I wouldn't know any different.
Yeah, actually, that's true. I guess once you have a lobotomy, you wouldn't even lament not having a brain anymore. Yeah. You'd be like, this is all I know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Let us know your thoughts. Would you rather get tranked or lobotomized? Let us know.
YouTube, go straight down and put either tranked or lobotomized. And if you're on Spotify, go leave a little comment under the episode and tell us.
Yes, doing God's work here.
Also, rate and review. Okay, please.
Off to a great start as usual, Hannah. Anyway, with that aside, let's get into our tabs today. I'm excited to hear what you have. I've completely forgotten what you did last week. I'm assuming it was not a two-parter because I don't think it was.
It was Onfim. It was the little boy.
Oh, right.
Later realized, wait a second, this is fully visual, and that's why I never did it, but whatever.
It's okay. It was a great episode. I enjoyed it.
It was fine, yeah. Not my strongest, but not my weakest.
No, it was great.
Great. So sincere sounding.
Sorry I complimented you. Dear Lord, I'll stop.
I've told you I'm in a state where if you say nice things to me, I will take it as an attack.
Hey, Hannah, you're doing a great job and everyone loves you and they really appreciate your contribution to your podcast.
What do you want from me?
Yeah. I want you to start your tab. That's what I want.
Okay. So today, ready? For the first time, I'm starting it. You can just hold your horses, okay?
Horses. Okay.
Horses. Hold your horses. because today is the first time in OpenTab's history that I have taken a request. Not just a listener idea or a suggestion, a request coming from the mouth of a real person in person.
What?
So, yeah. So, and here's the thing. Don't go thinking you can come up to me at a con and be like, can you please do this? Because this is only for my dad. All right? Okay. So this is not for people. No one else come tell me what to do. Okay. Unless you join the Patreon, then I'll maybe think about it. But
yes,
this is a shout out to my dad.
All right.
Last Christmas, I was sitting in my parents' house and my dad was whispering to me about how he wanted to buy a vintage tractor and how he'd been searching Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace for one. And he was like, don't tell Mom. And I'm like, buddy, look, she's going to find out sometime.
These aren't conversations that we're talking about anyway.
No. Well, she'll find out when the tractor shows up to the house. And he was like, yeah. And he was kind of going on about this tractor he wanted. And it was like, how he was so into this Ford Model 9N tractor, right? You got to bear with me, dude. I promise.
No, I'm just laughing. I'm like, yeah, this explains a lot.
He was like, yeah, it does. He was like, it's the most important tractor of all time. Like, it changed everything. And I was like, okay,
it changed the world.
And later that day, I went to the thrift store because I needed to do some Christmas shopping. 2 days before
found a tractor
Christmas.
at the thrift store?
I found a miniature version of the N9 tractor at the thrift store.
Whoa.
And so I gave him an
Kismet.
N9 tractor for Christmas, and he laughed really hard. And then he's like, you know what? You should just go do a tab on it. Will you do a tab on the N9 tractor? And I was like, hang on, I got to make sure it's called the N9. I have written it 9N and N9 in an equal amount of times. N9 tractor.
9N.
And 9N.
9N.
So my dad was like, just do a tab on it. And I was like, note, I'll take that note, jot that down.
Does your dad listen to the show?
He used to.
Oh, he did? Okay. And then he got tired of it.
He
saw through the farce. He's all, this is not
I don't want
to
hear my daughter talk about things that she kind of knows about.
Yeah.
Whether or not he listens to this, I'm still... So anyway, 6 months later, right? And we are at a rodeo. This is last week. Okay? Look, I'm wearing the shirt from it. Bryce Canyon Rodeo.
Bryce Canyon, shout out.
A hell of a place to ride a bull. And all the French and Spanish tourists were wearing their newly purchased cowboy hats and holding their beers like they think an American would in the movies. My dad and I, they were like holding it with like 2 fingers, like at their hip. And I'm like, you guys are cute.
What are they trying to smoke it like a cigarette?
It looks... And they were like these skinny Europeans. I'm like, I see right through you.
You're like, you're not. Yeah.
You haven't eaten the garbage we've eaten here.
Yeah. There's no processed food in your body. Get out of here. You don't belong here.
Your glowing Italian skin looks terrible in this light. Okay. You're beautiful, but not for a rodeo. And it was sweet. They kept trying to take pictures with like regular Americans. And I was like, well, that's a little insulting. I felt like, yeah.
Like, look at these idiots. Like, hi. And they have like a peace sign that they're holding up.
There was this little kid who was riding a sheep. He was like 6. And they were like, come here, come here. And I was like, what are they doing? And these like Spanish tourists were like posing with this 6-year-old. And the 6-year-old was like, who are these people?
Where am I?
And I felt superior to Europeans for once. And it felt pretty good.
Nice.
Okay. So it's like, you're on our, what is it? Turf now.
Turf, yeah.
So we were sitting there, whatever. It's not our turf. We stole it. So we were sitting there watching the rodeo, and between like parts of the barrel roll competition.
You were asking the wrong person about rodeos. I don't know anything.
It was not my first rodeo, but it was my second. And my dad kept being like, "Your great grandpa did this." I'm like, I feel nothing.
The barrel roll.
This. He did stuff. He was a rodeo guy.
That's cool.
And he's like, this is in your blood. And I'm like, I just don't see it.
What's in your blood is to be the rodeo clown, specifically. The rodeo person.
I am the jester.
Yeah.
The modern day jester.
You'd be a great rodeo clown. I think that would be right.
I think I might be a good one. Because I'd be like, what is this?
You just trip over yourself. And people would be like, ha, ha, ha. And you're like, that's not part of the bit. I just have bad balance.
I'm panicking.
Yeah.
I don't like it out here. Horses scare me. And so do cows. They're covered in flies. Okay, I lost my place. Okay, so we were sitting there watching the tractor flatten out the arena's dirt. And he was marveling again over this tractor. And he's like, but here's the thing. Look at the hitch. And I was like, okay. And he's like, that's a 3-point hitch.
You didn't look at the hitch, Hannah? Jesus.
I know.
Come on.
I'm not.
What are you even doing at the rodeo?
Watching Europeans watch us.
Disgusting.
And he was
like, American.
I know. Also, I fully still have a Utah accent, turns out. I was listening to people talk, and I'm like, great. There I am. So, and he was marveling over the 3-point hitch. And he's like, this is the most revolutionary thing to happen to agriculture, this 3-point hitch. You should read about it. You know what? You should still do the tab on that. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. Here I am. Today I'm going to be talking about the somewhat dramatic invention of the 3-point hitch and the revolution in agriculture that followed.
Oh.
And bear with me, because I promise this gets interesting. All right. We just gotta drag our plow through some of the more muddy bits of
plow through it.
Before the 3-point hitch hitched itself to the hearts of America's farmers. Before it got hitched.
Back when it was
Ford
single.
Trailer Company. Back when it was single.
Back when they were still dating people in America. It was courting.
Hitching.
Yeah.
Back before the 3-point hitch came around, we would use what was called a drawbar hitch. All right. And it was like this flat metal bar with holes, and you could put different implements on it. But it sucked because when the horses would pull it, it would like wobble all over the place and like just be an absolute nightmare.
Absolutely terrible.
This was back before tractors. When tractors came around, they're like, oh, we'll just put this hitch on the tractors. Still bad.
Dumb.
And here's the thing. It had been like that for 100 years. They've been using that technology for over 100 years, and no one had come up with anything better until the American debut of the Ford N9 tractor in 1939. Okay.
All right.
Not only
now we're talking.
Was this tractor just way better? It had what was called rear PTO, or rear power takeoff.
Paid time.
That was paid time off in its rear.
The ass got to take a break for a little bit.
Just give it a break.
Still,
let it go.
The ass went on a paid vacation.
Sip a pina colada. Imagine, it's exactly as you imagine what it would look like sipping something. This was an important thing, but not important enough for me to try to understand what a rear PTO is. So we're not going to do it. So instead, the other most important thing about the I9N was the new 3-point hitch. People went nuts. They were like, whoa, 100 years of stupidity. And now we're like suddenly tilling our fields like a freaking machine.
Incredible.
And it set the new standard. And it was a 3-speed. The new Ford tractor was a 3-speed, simple, lightweight compared to other tractors, and worked wonders for cultivating row crops. I know it's really what you needed to know about row crops.
Do you have images of any of this stuff that I can look at?
Of course I do. Of course I always forget. Okay, so here's the tractor. This is the actual one. It looks like a steampunk car.
Whoa.
Isn't that cool?
That thing looks...
New tractor.
That's not what I thought a tractor would look like.
I know. It's what it used to look like.
It's got like road wheels in the front, and then like a giant like what I would normally associate with tractor wheels in the back.
Traction wheels.
It looks like a hot rod more than anything.
It does. It looks just like one, but with giant wheels. It looks
and
cool. It's
the
very
middle of it
1930s.
is like an old-timey heater is what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's like a heater with wheels on it.
It's very 1930s, kind of like that deco structured look. And unlike earlier Ford tractors, it wouldn't tip over when it ran into something, which was like a huge problem.
I was going to say, what was it running into? Like cows?
Like stuff, like logs. Like if it was like tilling the ground, it would hit a rock and maybe tip over or like
fall over, just explode.
Fall over.
What is it? A Tesla? Just immediately catch fire as soon as it touched something.
And they needed to not do that anymore. So as if Henry Ford's family needed any more money. This
poor guy.
This tractor sold.
Hopefully he can survive one day.
I hope he can make it through the 30s.
Yeah, I was going to say 39, rough time for Henry Ford.
Yeah. This tractor sold like hotcakes. Like farmers were like, what have we been doing this whole time? Why didn't anyone else think of this 3-point hitch?
My whole life's been a lie.
So what is so great about the 3-point hitch? What even is it? Well, here I go. We're about to get through this. You and I are going to get through this together.
I'm excited.
I'm going to try to explain this in a way that is linear and normal and makes sense. All right.
One hitch at a time.
One hitch.
Sorry, 1 point at a time. Not one hitch at a time, but 1 point at a time.
I am going to send you a picture of a 3-point hitch.
Okay.
So this is a modern day one. This is what it looks like on a modern tractor. You can see the red thing in the back. Then there's 3 arms on it.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that before.
Yeah. So it looks so normal to us now. But back then, here's the very first one.
You know what this looks like? This looks like if a tractor was like a furry and then it like adds a tail to the back of it.
Because it like thinks it's a I don't know. It's like a cat animal, or what do they call it when the fairy is like the animal that it associates? Persona. Like the persona is something to do with like a red thing. That's what it looks like to me. But the tractor version of it
is the 3-point hitch persona of the tractor.
Yes. It's like that's what it looks like to me.
Perfect.
In the Cars universe or whatever. Yeah.
We have the farming community on our side by saying that. They're gonna listen to this. If you look at that 3-point hitch picture I sent you with like the old school one that's like shiny and gold.
Yeah, this is like the Pimp My Ride version.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's in a triangle, which is what Pythagoras would have wanted, I think.
Because when I think of farmers and tractors, I think of Pythagoras specifically.
Pythagoras. I actually do, because remember he ran through that field of fava beans and died?
Oh, right. Anyway, that's true.
So there are 2 lower arms on the triangle and 1 upper. And the 2 lower ones are called the hitch lifting arms. And they're controlled using hydraulics. Yep. Lifting arm day, leg day, but it's just arm day because that's 3 arms. It has 3 arms and they're all arm day. Okay.
Classic LA. Just have like a huge upper body with chicken legs because they don't put in the effort.
Massive.
Yeah. And just lopsided, falling over. Just a bunch of chicken legs dragging a big, just arms along.
What an incredible vision. What an incredible.
Like this, like.
Just inching along, dragging this gigantic muscled freak. So the lower arms are in charge of lifting and tilting and lowering and maneuvering. So they can attach a bunch of like implements and tools to this, and it can really like get in.
Croc charms. You can put them onto the 3-point hitch.
I'm so excited to see what you would relate to this. And I love that it's croc charms and I love that it's furries. All right. Again, we're really winning over our working class farmer listeners.
Yeah. Working class farmers famous for loving podcasts of all things.
True. Yeah, exactly. Look. Okay.
I guess they watch like YouTube videos and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like if I had to guess, they probably watch more YouTube video clips than they do like sitting. Yeah. They're not listening to Apple Podcasts as they're on their tractors.
Well,
if you are, let us know. I'm very curious.
Look, shout out to Bryce Canyon Rodeo. Look, listen.
No. To be clear, I'm not profiling. I'm going off the data. The data that shows who listens to us, where they are in their age groups. We have nobody, or if there is, it's like a tiny blip within the data. Yeah.
There's no like Wyoming farmers. Anyway, so.
Or if there are, that's not enough. And if you are a Wyoming farmer and you do listen to this on your N9, please let us know in the comments. I'm very excited to meet you. 9N, sorry.
I don't remember. It could be either of them. I'm just going to use it interchangeably. Sorry.
Wouldn't it be funny if like in our data all of a sudden showed up, there's a huge spike of Wyoming listeners. Yeah.
Middle American listeners are like, wow, they really speak my language. These idiots from the city and the coast, these coastal elites. But listen.
Or it could be like the way they watch, some people watch like Real Housewives or whatever because they want to see like catty fights and stuff. It could be like that. Or it'd be like, oh, look at the idiot liberals like on their podcast. Ha 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 ha.
They went to a rodeo and they saw a tractor. That rodeo was really fun, by the way. If you guys are ever in Bryce Canyon National Park, go to their rodeo. It's fun.
Okay. Will do.
Yeah, I could
with my Crocs
see
and
you
furry
at
tail.
A rodeo. They control those lower arms by hydraulics, lifting and tilting, blah, blah, blah. The upper arm, do you see the upper? The upper arm is connected to the top. It's called the top link, and it's the central connection
point. And it seems to have like nipple clamps on it, like
does.
below. Is that what that is?
It does look like it has nipple clamps on, but no. It's just where you link the attachment to make
one nipple
it,
to the other with a chain that connects them. Other.
They kiss nips. They touch
kiss
nips.
And
touch tips, touch nips. All right. That's the way I do it. Unhinged. So that part, the job of the like top link is for stabilization, which they didn't have before.
I'm sorry. So you could I interrupted you earlier, but you're talking about the top of the triangle where the 2 points meet.
Yes.
Is what you're talking about. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Directly below where the drive or the license plate is.
Yes. Directly below the license plate of this photo. And so the top, and see those little, you can like see the implement. So they put the 3-point hitch in gray and then the tractor in gold.
Oh, I see. So the gold is not actually part of the 3-point hitch.
It is not. It is just the little arms that hold the 3-point
That's actually
hitch.
helpful that the two colors are separate so I can actually see.
Because no one looking at it would understand. Yes. So the gold is the tractor and the gray is the 3-point hitch. So
got it.
the third point at the top was like absolutely revolutionary because suddenly you could like double the time of farming and tilling and plowing because it would stabilize it and you didn't have to worry about like a horse trying to get over all the like bumps or a traditional tractor trying to heave a heavy load on just a 2-point whatever.
I don't understand how that works.
I'm going to get there. So
okay,
instead of one single depth control, you were able to actually the driver's able to use that third point to be able to go as deep as they want or as shallow as they want, and to be able to have a point where the two other arms attach in a stable manner instead of having it as just that plank or that piece of metal and it kind of would like drift and fishtail. This secures it to the actual tractor. Does that make sense?
No, not at all. You look like my father trying to explain chemistry to me, but that's okay. I think as long as the audience understands, that's the important thing. I'll just keep making jokes about Crocs. Yeah, that's something I never heard.
He's too busy talking about physics. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me try. I guess it's just the whole like age old, triangle's the best shape because it's the strongest, and it's just a leverage point to go from. So
got it.
It can control the pitch, the fore, the aft, stabilization, etc. So it also prevents
fore and aft. What, like before and after? What are you talking? I have no idea what any of the. I don't know anything.
Okay.
I'm not a farm boy. You always say I'm like bougie.
You're apartment boy, okay?
I'm apartment boy, exactly.
The fore and the aft is like the
foreskin and the like afterbirth?
The aft skin. Yeah, the after skin. I'm not going to get into fore and aft, okay? I can't.
Okay, doesn't matter. Let's just move on.
Go look it up, everybody. It also prevents the implement. So this 3-point hitch is you can it's like mix and match. So you're like, I want to plow today. So you get the plow and you attach it to the 3-point hitch. And now it's a plow. And then you take it off and you're like, I want to till, and you attach the tiller. Or you can attach more than one thing. So it's
I don't know what a till is. All I know is like at the end, like a cash register, like you empty the till at the end of the day. What is a till? I don't know what it is. I know plow. Plow is like the comb in the ground, right?
No. The comb in the ground is the tiller. They're tilling the soil.
Till.
It's making a little dip. Hold on. I have to look this up because if I'm wrong, my great grandpa is going to be rolling in his grave. He's going to be like, how did you not know what a till was, Kate? A tiller. Yes, a tiller is used to. Okay.
Till is the comb.
I am not good at this.
I am not even in like the realm of this.
Okay, so it involves a machine.
I have never farmed. I was never right. farmed. So okay.
The comb is the tiller, and it prepares the soil for making little lines in it to put seeds. I have never farmed either. Why do I know this?
I don't know. I guess plow makes sense because I think of a snow plow where it's got like the big shovel where you're plowing stuff out of the way. It pushes things away. It clears the field. I don't know why, for whatever reason, I always thought the plow was the comb for some reason. Again, I've never thought about it ever until this moment. I've never been faced with having to identify any of these things.
I see. Okay. Well, there's also you can drag things, like get like a big long net. If you ever see that, they're like dragging the fields.
Are they catching fish? What are they doing with the giant net?
It's kind of like that, yeah. There's also a backhoe.
Blue collar podcast.
Look, I am realizing how in the limbo between blue and white collar I am because I know all of these things, but I don't know how to work it. Like
I don't know any of these things.
I grew up knowing some of this.
I'm like the blue collar that I grew up with is like the working sales blue collar. I guess that's not even blue collar, but that's like your sort of
that's working class.
Service industry kind of like how to sell something, but like not physical labor and like this kind of stuff at all.
Yeah. No, I think both of my grandpas were the first ever to go to college. So it's like this very new thing.
Anyway, none of this matters in terms of my relationship to it, but I'm just like, I guess I'm feeling like, I guess I should know some of this, but I don't know any of it.
I don't think you should. I don't think you should know some of this. This doesn't actually matter. Or it does. And our world's going to go back to being a farming agricultural society after the apocalypse.
I'm just going to recap for myself, which is the tractors get like a 3-point hitch. The 3-point hitch is the furry tail that allows them to comb the ground faster and then catch fish with their nets. They also can put on croc charms, and the croc charms help them do other separate things while they're catching fish and combing the ground. Is that more or less correct?
Close enough. All you need to know is it's modular like IKEA furniture, okay? You can switch it in and out. And you can, all the implements are lightweight, so you can take them with you. And so you can do it you don't have to go all the way back and unload and
you can take it with you to different farming conventions. You can fold it and put it in your carry-on so you don't have to ship it.
You don't have to ship it. Yeah. So, and that's a huge game changer. You hate shipping. So hopefully everybody's understanding this. I don't know how to explain it. Media mail is not
covering it.
I don't know how to explain things I've just always kind of understood for some reason. So good luck. So it was a game changer.
Tell your friends in Wisconsin about this, please. And I'm sorry, Wyoming, not Wisconsin.
Also Wisconsin. People are looking at it. Oh, we're so
no one's listening to this episode. They've all turned it off.
Grandpa Ralph, forgive me. Okay, I went to a rodeo. Isn't that enough? Okay, it prevents. All of my pioneer ancestors are like, let's kill her. Okay, It also prevents the implement or tools from drifting or swinging, and it like does weight load, like shift. It can sense a load, and it can do weight distribution. So it's less of like a drag and more of like you're working with it, with the 3-point hitch. So
this is sort of like this is like a steady cam. So let's that's the thing I'm going to say.
This is
like
a steady
cam.
Yes,
but
here we go.
But for the ass,
for the
it's the ass steady cam.
It's the ass cam, okay?
It's the junk in the trunk cam, steady cam. It stabilizes it so that's not all like brrr, the shot is straight and even.
Yes.
Okay,
and you can
we made
get
it.
A clear shot. Yep.
We got it, you guys. We made it.
I should have done that from the beginning. So this is about where I and apparently you started having a hard time staying interested. Okay, so I.
From the beginning, Hannah, let's be honest.
I know. Well, I knew once I got through this part, it would get fun because I got bored and I was like, I don't care about this. I don't care about the different attachments. I don't care about the tractor. I want to know who invented this.
Okay.
I like the human aspect of things. Okay. So, of course, as usual, I get into the anthropological stuff and my boredom with how to link a hitch to a tractor quickly won out. And I found myself instead reading about the brains behind the revolutionary 3-point hitch. Who came up with it? It was sold by Ford, but no, it wasn't Ford. He was too busy writing anti-Semitic slop for his privately owned newspaper.
Yeah.
But just doing that wasn't enough. Don't worry. He also spent his time getting it published as a series of pamphlets titled The International Jew, which would be cited by Adolf Hitler himself as one of the main inspirations behind the Holocaust, calling Henry Ford a single great man and putting a giant portrait of him in his office. But
really?
You didn't know that.
I didn't know
loved
that.
Henry Ford.
I didn't know it was to that extent.
He loved him. Many architects of the Holocaust cited him as their main inspiration. So
really,
yes. You should see some of the. I couldn't even.
I knew that there was like Nazi sympathies. I didn't know that Hitler was literally like, that's my boy.
He in Mein Kampf he cites Henry Ford as being
in the book. He mentions him.
He mentions. Here's the thing: the Ford company did a lot of damage control on that.
Whoa!
But thanks to Henry Ford's virulent anti-Semitism.
Interesting.
The Holocaust happened.
I didn't know
in a way that it did. Yeah. Oh, that's a whole other tab. I got deep into it. I was like, I have to go away. But Henry Ford was an absolute piece of shit.
Yeah.
I just whispered that because my kid's here. An absolute piece of shit. He, if it weren't for him, the eugenics program in Germany probably wouldn't have been as elaborate as it was because he also wrote about eugenics. Anyway, screw Henry Ford. And by the end of this episode, you're going to hate him even more somehow.
Okay.
So, no, it wasn't Henry Ford. It was invented by the not virulently racist Irishman, Harry Ferguson. And again, the Irish have to carry the torch for all white people, as they always have to. They're the pretty most unproblematic of the bunch, I think. So thank you, Irish people. And as with most inventions, the 3-point hitch was born out of pure frustration, anger, and spite.
Yeah, that's our favorite motivators.
Yep. Harry Ferguson was born Henry George Ferguson on a 100-acre farm in 1864 in Ulster, Ireland, near to Belfast. So he was a small, kind of like wiry, weak child and, not really an athletic type. And he grew up to be a small-statured man. And after leaving school at age 15, he was forced to come back to the family farm and work. And he hated it. Like he hated it with everything in him. He had this rebellious personality. And so like the routine of the farm work every day, he wanted to die. And he was constantly looking for ways to make things work better, but no one was listening to him. They're like, well, let's just do it the old ways. And he's like, this old way sucks and I hate it.
You don't want to work
hard.
Like that's why. And you're like, no, we could be doing it more efficiently.
That's all he wanted to do. Yeah. And what frustrated him the most was the use of horses and how unpredictable and annoying they were attached a hitch to their trailers. And it made him angry every single day he had to do it. And it was pure drudgery and he loathed it. Plus, he was little. His small stature wasn't quite suited for farming. And he had this gigantic mechanical brain that just wanted to make things work.
Lopsided, like
dragging his giant head around. So
like Rubber Johnny. You never saw that probably, but
nope. Thankfully, Belfast was quickly becoming a massive center for shipbuilding and manufacturing.
Nice.
And for example, the Titanic and her sister ships were built there. And he was
Lusitania.
That's the only other ship Americans know.
Yeah.
Lusitania and the Titanic.
That's it. Those are the only two ships I can name. Yep. The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, of course, unfortunately. But
and the Mayflower.
The Mayflower, how could I forget? No child growing up would let me forget that their families came over on the Mayflower.
Oh, we came over on the Mayflower. That's not a brag. Ew. Oh, so you were the first.
I know a few ships.
Yeah, I know some ships too.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, continue.
He was absolutely wrecked from the drudgery of farming, and he was like, I have to get out of here. So he went to work in Belfast at his brother, Joe. Is it Joe? It better be Joe. His brother Joe's bicycle shop, where he would fix bikes and motorcycles, and he was kind of dabbling in the new car industry, which was also taking off at the time. And
was it taking off or was it starting up?
It was starting up. You're right. That was a good one.
Thank you.
It stopped me in my tracks. I don't know what else to say.
Taking off would have been the plane industry, I would think of, but then...
Oh, we'll get there. Don't worry.
Okay, cool. All right.
So Harry, ever bored of everything, did excel at this, but he was constantly looking for the next thing to get good at. So he was really good at mechanical stuff. He was a great engineer. He started just soaring, literally. He wasn't just a talented engineer, but he was also a skilled businessman. He was extremely charismatic. He was funny. He was quick, and he soon began racing motorcycles to drum up hype for his brother's bike shop. So he would do these insane tricks and just be completely reckless just to get people to come to the bike shop, and it worked. And he was doing this for a couple of years before a new obsession crossed his path.
Man, influencing has just always been around, essentially.
Always.
That's funny. Yeah.
Always. He's just like, look, guys.
Yeah.
Doing
wheelies for Joe. Come to the bike shop.
Here, I'll send you a picture of them in front of his brother's bike shop. It turned into a car shop later. He is on the motorcycle.
Ooh.
If you can find the motorcycle right up front, he's that shorter man on the motorcycle. Or no, yeah.
They all look the same to me. I can't tell the difference.
Here, I should send you a picture of him. Hold on.
I can't tell the difference between the bikes and the motorcycle. Or is the motorcycle blocked by the car?
I think that they're all the same. Oh.
Is there a guy in a wheelchair on the side too? Is that what's throwing me? I'm like, this is a weird photograph. Old-timey stuff, they all sort of look like they're designed in the exact same way.
It's hard to, hold on. I'm trying to make this.
JB Ferguson and Company Automobile Engineers.
Yep. John Baloney Ferguson.
Baloney?
I don't know.
And you have been in Utah.
We don't eat bologna there. Okay, so this is him as a young man.
Okay.
Kind of a nerdy, bespectacled,
handsome fella.
Nice guy, looking guy, yeah. And he anyway, so he was working at his bike shop and he got kind of bored with motorcycles, and a new obsession crossed his path in 1903 when he read the newspaper article that was announcing that Orville and Wilbur Wright had flown the first ever plane successfully.
Yeah.
And he was like, hell yes, this is what I'm doing next. And his brother was like, okay, dude, you gotta work still. And he's like, okay, I will, but I'm also going to do this full time. And he would go all around Europe. This dude was an obsessive person.
Yeah.
And, which I would never understand at all.
Never.
He would go all around Europe to these aviation shows and study them and try to design his own plane because that was his goal. He wanted to fly. And he'd bring this all back to his brother and be like, we're going to build this plane. We're going to use everyone in your shop. You just put the cars and bikes aside. We're going to build an airplane. And his brother was like, that sounds fine. Yeah, let's do it. And so they built this airplane called the Ferguson monoplane. And I'm going to send you a photo of this
monoplane.
It means it just has one set of wings. So this is him flying it.
One set of wings? How does it fly?
Sorry, because there was the biplane, with the 2 layers of wings.
Oh, I see. So monoplane is just a normal plane now.
It's just a normal plane.
It's just a plane.
That's what we have now.
Well, you said one wing, so I thought it was one on the right side, and then there's nothing. Yeah.
Here
this thing looks like a dragonfly or something.
It does, right?
Silhouette.
Here's another one of them all standing out in a field with it. He got deeply into this, and he kind of, got hyper-focused and obsessive about it. And he, through a lot of trial and error and mistakes made and rejiggering of things, he finally flew his plane on December 31st, 1909.
Just in time.
Just in time for 1910.
Yeah.
He flew 15 feet in the air for 130 yards before he landed successfully, and he became the very first Irishman to not only fly his own plane, but to fly a plane, period.
Salute.
Yep, salute. And his aviation obsession deepened, which created a rift between the brothers because Joe was like, buddy, I need you at the shop, and we're not going to be an airplane
These planes
company.
aren't making us money, yeah.
No, really, he was losing a lot of money.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I can't get on board at the plane thing. I have a whole thing to do. So Harry was like, I'm going to do it myself. And so he started his own company. And it ended up bankrupting, and he ended up spending all of his money on airplanes. And he moved his airline up to the northern coast, and then he had a huge crash in 1910.
Oh, no.
And the engine stalled midair. The plane went down, and Ferguson got a huge concussion. So,
oh, no. Did he start seeing the mechanical Jesus afterwards as well?
He started hearing voices from Winston Churchill. No, wait, he was actually alive. Never mind.
It's okay. You can still hear voices from Winston Churchill.
Oliver Cromwell. Ooh, oh. That would be an Irishman's absolute nightmare to have it hear voices from Oliver Cromwell.
Gross.
Kill myself. Okay,
Terrible.
So World War II rolls around, and they needed all the horses, right? Apparently, I guess, for some reason. And the farmers
swim across the Atlantic, I assume, right?
Just to ride across the Atlantic, yeah. And the farmers who previously turned their noses up at the new technology of tractors began finally using them. And Harry, by this time, had started his own mechanic shop. And he was like, I'll sell them tractors. And it all came back. He's like, I hate farming.
Yeah.
These things don't even work. These people are buying these garbage nothing works. I have to do something.
Yeah.
And so he started working on the 3-point hitch. And he started building a plow attachment for the Ford Aeros tractor, which didn't read about it. But plans fell through because Henry Ford was like, no, new tractor. And so he had to kind of start over every time a new tractor came out. But over the next decade, he began selling what he called the Belfast hitch. And people started liking it. And it started getting the attention of people around town. And Charles Sorensen, he was a Danish-American manager at Ford. And he started noticing him because he was opening a Ford manufacturing plant in Belfast. And he was like, whoa, this is actually kind of cool. This seems really cool. Are you interested in talking to Henry Ford? Yeah. And Ferguson was like, hell yeah, money.
Yeah.
Because at that point he was like, I need more money. I need to keep dumping it into aviation. Yeah. And Henry Ford came and met with him and looked at his new 3-point hitch. And they had what was called a handshake agreement, which back in the day meant something.
Kind of hoping it was a hand job agreement, but that's
I'm
neither
sure.
here
They're
nor
like,
there.
okay, now we just use a hand job. This 3-point hitch can do anything, including you just spit into your hand.
It's the only way to make sure that a hand job agreement is official.
Yeah, you got to make touch tips, cream jeans.
I'm sorry, cream jeans.
So in 1925. He quickly filed a patent for this because he was like, oh, I'm going into business with
I don't trust these business people as he shouldn't.
Well, he did. He was like, the handshake agreement was a pretty normal thing at the time to just be like, okay, shake on it. You have my word. But he would quickly find out that Henry Ford's word wasn't worth much.
No. Except to Hitler, apparently.
Except to Hitler and, Goebbels and everybody. Mm-hmm. Gerbils. And throughout the next decade or so, he kept trying to the Ford was like, we're not quite ready yet. Let's fix some imperfections, and then we'll attach it to one of our new new tractors. And in 1938, I got the dates mixed up. This was in 1938. He had been making his tractors with the Belfast hitch for a little while now.
A decade or something, 15, 20 years? Okay.
Yeah, 15 years. And he had gone into business with local people who made different aspects of it. And this guy named Brown Company, and then he went into
he took him to Browntown.
He took him to Browntown, and it was brown. And he also went into work with some guy named Archie Greer and Willie Sands and John Chambers, and together they kind of perfected this. Really good names. Yeah. They perfected this Belfast hitch. And so when he finally was able to demo it for Henry Ford was like, dope, let's put it on our next tractor. The N9, the 9N, the NEN.
The NEN.
He started manufacturing these. The handshake agreement meant that he could make these 3-point hitches in America. So they came to North America for the first time, and everyone went crazy for them. Mm-hmm. Now, Henry Ford II, the grandson of evil Henry Ford I, took over and ended the handshake agreement 10 years later.
What?
Yes, and Henry Ferguson.
Yeah. And
he screwed him over because he was like, sorry, we didn't write anything down. It's a handshake
Nepo
agreement.
baby. Doesn't even acknowledge or like
didn't even write his own anti-Semitic literature. He just stepped into his
just
father's.
Inherited it. Yeah.
Inherited.
Nepo-Nazi.
Nepo-Nazi. So yeah, he kind of screwed him over, and Harry Ferguson was like, "Excuse me, are you kidding? It's patented." And Henry Ford was like, "I don't care. What are you going to do?" And the patent hadn't expired until like maybe the 40s, and so he still had some years before it expired. So Harry Ferguson sued the crap out of him.
Nice.
He played the American way and sued him for $9 million.
Yeah.
And he won.
Yes.
That's the best part. I wouldn't say win. They settled, but he got $9 million. Nice. And he still was extremely angry with the Fords, and he went on to make a new company with another, and so now it's called the Massey Ferguson Company, that was put together in the 50s. So he went on to form and make money and actually sell it. And once the patent expired, everyone in the world started using it. And now it is the actual standard for all trailers and hitches. So there's very few things that don't use the 3-point hitch. So next time you see a tractor, just salute the 3-point hitch. And remember, aviator and crazy person Harry Ferguson hated farming so much that he made it out of pure spite. And
I'll make sure to salute the next tractor that I see, of all people.
Don't you see tractors?
All the time in Los Angeles, constantly seeing tractors.
It's not just tractors. It's like everything. Everything has a 3-point hitch now.
What else has a 3-point hitch that I might see?
Like a trailer on a car.
Okay.
Kinda. You know what? Okay. Don't take my word for that.
I'm not going to take your word for any of this. I assume all of this is a giant lie.
It is. Newly rich Harry Ferguson then went on to get really interested in Formula One, of course. Oh. And he designed his own race car called the Ferguson P99 racing car. And that thing is dope.
So he's keeping P99 with it. Yeah.
Yeah. There he goes. There's his race car. And he got deeply into that.
Oh,
and
nice.
It was the very first 4-wheel drive race car on the market.
Whoa. That's cool.
Yeah. So he always was like doing the next best thing, trying to improve everything. And he got really into 4-wheel drive systems after that, and tried to make like family cars with 4-wheel drive, and got really into car building and Land Rovers. Like it's a
lifelong obsession with this guy. Yeah.
Yes. He was like, I'm there. How do I improve every single thing I love? And he did this until he died in 1960 of a mysterious barbiturate overdose. And no one was able to tell if it was accidental or not. And that's kind of all we know about his death. He almost got married, and then he had lost all of his money to the aviation industry and then didn't. And now there's just a bunch of plaques commemorating him and this crazy brain of his, and the fact that it revolutionized agriculture for the entire world and has made it possible to feed the world. Yeah. That's my tab on the 3-point hitch and Harry Ferguson. It was a little disjointed, but I hope you liked it, Dad.
Listen, you needed a 3-point hitch to make sure that tab went a little bit more stable. Unfortunately,
and it didn't work.
We don't have a 3-point hitch for what we do.
I need to perfect my personal 3-point hitch of putting an episode together.
If you're the descendant of Harry Ferguson and you can figure out a way to make our tabs feel more stable with a 3-point, should we just put triangles on our foreheads like this? There's so many Illuminati jokes that I just didn't make the entire time, but if you can think of one. Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for bearing with me. And that
was great. Now I know all about tractors. And the next time I'm on a plane and someone's like, does anybody here know how to use a 3-point hitch?
This man is life is going to. You need to save this man's life. Who knows how to use a 3-point hitch? Is there a doctor on the plane? Is there a podcaster who knows about?
I'll be like, I listened to my friend Poorly tell me about how this works. And I'll jump to the front and be able to do it. And they'd be like, Hope, there's a terrorist attack. Kick him out of the plane. And it'll be really awkward.
Look at him.
But I'll be like, but I was trying to help.
And that's how you die?
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone, for the messy explanation, but I did.
No, it was great. If you guys enjoyed that explanation, please take a moment and go sign up for our Patreon, because I'm sure there's going to be some outtakes from that section.
Yeah.
Additionally, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube, where you can see images of this 3-point hitch, which I desperately needed to be able to understand what Hannah was talking about. But even then, it was questionable. Please go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube. I don't know what anything is, like I said.
It's fine.
I barely know what a tractor is.
Haven't you ever driven to the Central Valley?
I've driven through the central. No, I know what a tractor is. I've driven through the Central Valley, but you're just seeing it as you're driving 85 miles an hour on the 5.
You're not looking at the stuff? I'm always looking at the wheels. And
I'm looking at the road. I'm trying to not kill us.
When I'm a passenger, I'm like, what is attached to that thing?
I am almost never a passenger when driving from San Francisco to Los Angeles. I'm almost always the one that's driving.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't really get to look at those kinds. I'm mostly just angry that I'm giving enough space between me and the person in front of me, and then some dipshit will try and be like, oh, that's enough room for me to just come in and cut you off. And then I want to fight them because I'm like, we're going 90 miles an hour. You're supposed to leave a little bit of space in case someone has to slam on the brakes. If you're that person, please die.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We ask you kindly, please.
Kindly.
Just
3-point hitch yourself off a cliff.
Yeah. 3-point hit yourself up on a branch
into the ocean.
Tree.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so join the Patreon. That'd be great. And what do you have?
Hi. Okay.
I hope it makes more sense than mine. Please.
No guarantees.
You're like, this is a 4-point hitch.
Yeah.
And I'm inventing it right now.
That 3-point hitch is bullshit, and that's like what the because of woke. Anyway, I don't know. Okay. So let's see. For my tab today, I will start with a question.
Yeah.
Hannah, what's your favorite Thai dish?
Oh, I like yellow curry.
I love
or massaman curry. I also like tom kha soup. What is it?
Yeah. That soup's real good.
I love that stuff. Oh, but I also loved. Oh, no. My favorite appetizer is crispy tofu in that like sweet and sour like spicy sauce.
Okay,
it's delicious.
All good
I like
choices.
Spring rolls too. I love Thai food.
You love Thai food, yeah. Which one of us don't? I love Penang. I love pad see ew. Yeah. I love green papaya salad.
Oh,
the red cargo rice. Get out of here. That shit's my jam.
My mouth is watering. No joke.
You got so excited.
I want Thai food so bad right now.
This tab's going to make you want it even more.
I don't like pad Thai. That's not my favorite.
Interesting. Well, yeah. What's funny is I love that rice. I forgot to tell you that the other day that I think you might know this, that like, I'm a rice boy. And if I don't have rice for too many days in a row, like my brain starts to deteriorate.
You like turn Caucasian. It's weird.
Yeah, it's true.
You're like, should I eat bread?
My hair all starts to turn blonde.
I just eat bread.
Yeah. The other day I was
stealing stuff from people.
I was like failing, and Sarah looked at me and she's like, are you having a rice emergency right now? Do we need to get you rice?
Oh, that's funny.
So now that's full on a thing, is that she's just like, is it a rice emergency? I'm like, no, okay. I'm literally not allowed to go more than a couple of days without eating rice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Thai restaurants, they feel very ubiquitous now, but I don't know about you, but I don't really remember when I first had them. But I remember that it wasn't a thing I had when I was very, very young. I feel like it was something that happened like towards the end of maybe like high school-ish. Like it wasn't a big thing in the 80s and early 90s. But do you remember the first time you had it?
Yeah.
When was the first time you had it?
So the weird thing about
was this when your overseas thing that you had?
No, this was in Utah. So the weird thing about Utah that people don't know is that so many Mormon men would go on missions to like foreign countries, and either like end up meeting someone there and marrying them, or bringing back a bunch of ideas for new food places. So like, you could probably find any cuisine you wanted in Salt Lake, and so we had like 3 or 4 Thai restaurants in our smaller town. So we'd go there a lot. Like I think, Thai curry. Oh, there was Thai curry. Yeah, there was a bunch of them. So I would eat there in like middle school. I want to say like 6th or 7th grade.
Which is around what year?
Thai food. 1999.
Okay, so that
2000
actually. That's around the time. Okay, so that still tracks for what I'm thinking of. No, and that's interesting because that's probably around the timeline that I would have had Thai food. Because I remember when I was really young, because I'm older than you, but like when I was younger, as far as like what the options for Asian food for us was like Chinese food. And then, I mean, I guess I should say all that stuff was still around, but in terms of what was more ubiquitous, it would have been Chinese food and then maybe some Japanese options. But I don't remember Thai being super prevalent until like around the turn of the century-ish.
Yeah, but now it is. It's like everywhere. Is that what you're going to talk about today? Oh, okay, hold on. I'm not going to jump again.
Yeah, by the way, side tangent, one of the most important memories of my youth involved Thai food.
Really?
Yeah. You're going to laugh. So I had this roommate in college. Yes, but I had a roommate in college who lived with us for a semester, and he was this like Latino guy who had lived in Thailand at one point because like he went to study kickboxing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It was really random that he was in art school, but for whatever reason he was there and he came to live with us.
It tracks.
It was fine. I was just like, all right, cool. And he said he lived with us for like one semester, and he was like, oh, Kaveh, you're cool because you actually have a girlfriend, unlike half the other people in this art school. So he like respected me.
Man, that's how men and women are different.
Yeah, it's true. Anyways, he was like an actual cool person. And one night he was like, let's go get Thai food at like 1 a.m. when we were hanging out. And we were like, where are we supposed to go get Thai food? Because we were in Laguna. That's where we went to school.
Yeah.
And everything's closed. And he's like, I'll tell you where we're going to go get Thai food. So he drove us up to Los Angeles.
Jeez. Okay.
We went to Hollywood Thai restaurant, which is still there, by the way. And by the time we got there, it was like 3 a.m. And I remember the moment that we were, it was 3 a.m. We're sitting there, we're eating food. And guess who walks in the door?
Who?
It's the guy that played Liu Kang in the Mortal Kombat movie.
So it's a Kaveh story through and through. This just happens to you.
And he's just wearing this blazer with like a deep, I think he was wearing like a tank top or like a deep V. So he had clearly just been clubbing or something. And I was like, oh my God, it's Liu Kang. He's here in this restaurant. I had like a meltdown. I was so excited. I was like eating yellow curry. It's a very important memory from college.
I love that. That's awesome.
That's nothing to do with my tab, but I'm still riding that high.
I like those. I think people like the little stories, the lore.
It was so exciting. Yeah. So if you're the guy who played Liu Kang in the Mortal Kombat film and you're listening to this, please leave us a comment and tell us if you prefer to be lobotomized or do you prefer to get tranked?
Tranked. This is important. And also, everybody right now in the YouTube and wherever, what's your favorite Thai food dish? Tell us.
Yeah. Tell us in the comments. Anyway, so I'm going to hit you with some data. I did some proper research for this. So according to the U.S. Census Bureau, an estimated 340,000 people in the United States identify as Thai or part Thai. So that could be like a quarter Thai, half Thai, 3/4, whatever.
Wait, how many?
340,000 people.
It?
That's it. It's very small.
What? Okay.
Thai Americans are the 10th largest Asian origin population living in the United States, accounting for approximately 1% of the country's total Asian population.
Okay.
It's like more than 50,000 of them are in California. Florida and Texas has got about like 15,000 each. New York is like upwards of, I think it's like more than 12,000, but not that many. It's not a huge subset of the population. And the metropolitan area with the largest Thai population is Los Angeles, which I think is around 25,000 or so. That's the last thing that I was able to check. So it's relatively small. But here's the crazy thing, which is according to Pew, Thai establishments make up 11% of all Asian restaurants in the United States, the third most common behind Chinese and Japanese food.
What?
Yeah. Here's this cool little graph I found, which is pretty cool.
Okay. So we have 71% of Asian restaurants in the U.S. serve Chinese, Japanese, or Thai food.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What?
And sort of just to give you some perspective.
Yeah.
To cut some context, 40% of Asian restaurants are Chinese, and Chinese account for about 20% of the Asian American population.
Oh,
and the Japanese restaurants, so that's by far the biggest in terms of ratio of population to restaurant representation within the Asian subset of restaurants. And the Japanese restaurants are about 28% with 7% representation in within the Asian American population. But that's a bunch of numbers. But to put that into a broader perspective that has nothing to do with Asians or Asian food, according to the Royal Thai Embassy in D.C., Thai Americans are less than 1% the size of the Mexican American population. And yet there are an estimated about 5,400 Thai restaurants in the United States compared to around 54,000 Mexican restaurants. So what that means is that's 10 times the population to restaurant ratio for the Thai people in America.
Crazy.
Right? So that leads to the question, what gives? Yeah. Why are there so many Thai restaurants?
Yeah.
Any ideas?
No. I mean, the only idea I have is something that's similar to the Vietnamese nail salons, in that it was a very, like, as people immigrated, that was like the careers they would take because the family that was already here helped them get settled. That's the only thing I can think of, that it was just like a very highly concentrated.
That's a good guess. It's not quite what it is, though. It's a little bit more complicated, but there's one specific event that leads to the boom, which is interesting. To be clear, Thai food has long been a staple in the American restaurant industry, going all the way back to the 60s. This is when the first wave of immigrants came to the United States, and many of them were on student visas that restricted their employment options. So they ended up finding work in restaurant kitchens and other food businesses. So and without their hard work and ingenuity, I wouldn't even be talking about this tab. So, and when I talk about things like ingenuity, I'm talking, you can't just go to Instacart and get like a 10-gallon jug of fish sauce delivered to your door by like a vastly underpaid and overworked delivery driver.
You have to find that fish sauce. And where are you going to find it?
There's not even any fish sauce. Back then, you go to the grocery store, all you could find is like, oh, you can get ingredients for cigarette flavored Jell-O, but like that's basically it.
The time-honored tradition of cigarette Jell-O.
So there's a few different innovators. One of them was a guy named Rick Pichet Rungsi. And Rick was born in Thailand to a Cantonese family and came to the United States at 18 and spent more than a decade working in various Los Angeles restaurants before opening a place called Anujka Thai, which is actually just down the street from here.
Really?
From me. And I've been, and it's great. It's kind of a staple in the area. And he did something, so that was interesting. So he was making Northeastern Thai dipping sauce, which is called Nam Jim, for example. Yeah. And Rick used jalapeno in place of Thai chilies and white sugar instead of palm sugar. And apparently it was a good enough substitution that Anujka caught the attention of the locals in Sherman Oaks and since has become a staple. So people were like, this is cool. This is interesting. This is new. Yeah. And so he was able to adapt. That's just one example, but Thai food did become popular. And it became so popular amongst Americans that by the early 2000s, the Thai government took notice.
Oh, what? Okay.
So again, I want to reiterate this. Like, Thai food was definitely a thing, and it was enough of a thing in America where all of a sudden it was like, okay, the Thai government noticed, and they're like, we should capitalize on this.
Oh, smart, dude. Okay, so they're seeing that America is suddenly like, this is delicious. Then what do?
This is delicious. We're into it. And as all white people know, as all non-white people know, white Americans liking your food is a good first step for not getting bombed sometimes, hopefully.
Nowadays. That's so sad, but you're right.
Yeah, it's true. So you're like, anything to not get mad by, like the imperial powers have to humanize us through food. Yep.
Yeah. They have good food. It's gross.
It's sad, but like that's part of it. Like if you have no experience or exposure otherwise, you're like, whoever.
It's a way to spread your culture. And I mean, even in Civ 6 or in Civ games,
you can set up Thai restaurants and they'll your different victories. So in 2002, the Thai government launched the Global Thai Program, which is a diplomatic initiative with the aim of increasing the number of Thai restaurants worldwide.
What? I'm pointing you to the head of the Thai restaurant group in the government.
Literally, yes.
That's genius.
The state provided training programs, grants, and information to Thai investors who wanted to open restaurants abroad. And the government believed that the project would contribute to agricultural and food exports while also producing foreign income from overseas transactions of goods and services. This is now referred to as gastrodiplomacy.
Whoa, okay. I hate the word gastro, but I'm here for it.
I love it.
It sounds like gastrodiplomacy because I have gastric
That's
issues,
exactly what I thought too, yeah.
I'm just going to fart and burp.
Farting
to make It's like, I have something to say about our culture, and it's
panda diplomacy is one that I did. Now it's gastro.
Like, wow. Yeah, gastro diplomacy. Yeah, you got panda diplomacy. That's insane. So the first Thai restaurant in Utah was opened for the Olympics in 2001.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So it's even later than you thought.
Yeah, I think I was older than I thought. So anyway, just wanted to put that out there before someone was like, actually.
Well, actually. Okay, so in a move that's unfathomable to Americans in this day and age, the various departments of the government would have to work together to achieve this goal.
Insane. Insane.
The Ministry of Commerce's Department of Export Promotion drew up prototypes for 3 different master restaurants, which investors could choose as prefabricated restaurant plans.
Oh, this is all making sense.
Yeah. So you go in and you meet the bureaucrat and he's like, what do I got to do to send you home with a restaurant plan today? Don't worry. We got options for all budgets and sizes. You can customize it. All you got to do is give me the number and we're working with and we'll take care of the rest. We'll got you.
And I'm inexplicably from Jersey again because that's the accent Kaveh can do. Chicago, whatever. That's insane.
He's all, hey, guy.
It's like, we got a beautiful restaurant to put you in.
Yeah. What do I got to do? Don't worry. We got restaurants for all shapes and sizes, all budgets, whatever you need. First up, elephant jump.
Okay.
Elephant jump would be the fast casual option at $5 to $15 per person, putting it in the sort of like Chipotle type crowd, but still a sit down place. We're not talking where you sit there and...
This is so organized.
Oh, it's super organized. It's crazy.
What? Okay.
Yeah. So $5 to $15. It's the fast casual. It's not crazy sophisticated and fancy. It's sort of like for your more like lunch crowd, let's say.
Okay.
Next up is Cool Basil, which would be the mid-priced option. That's about $15 to $25 a head, which is a little bit fancier. It's your mid-range, so maybe more of like a Olive Garden or like Cheesecake Factory type quality of an experience, because you're paying a little bit more to be family when you're there.
Yeah. Oh. Never-ending breadsticks.
Lastly,
never-ending spicy tofu. Okay, go on.
Never-ending spicy tofu. That would be awesome. Hell yeah.
Crispy tofu, dude. I would fill my bowl. I would be bursting at the seams with crispy tofu if it was never-ending.
Yeah. And lastly is the top option, which is called Golden Leaf, which would cost diners $25 to $30 with decor featuring, quote, authentic Thai fabrics and objets d'art. It's like the fanciest kind of decoration. And this is probably, forgive the parallel Asian restaurant, but it would be like a P.F. Chang's. I'm just trying to think of like what's the broadest chain restaurant that might have some sort of parallel. So it's like it's a little bit fancier, it's a little bit nicer, it's nicer plates, it's nicer. But again, it's because it's still technically franchised in a way because it's all coming from like what the Thai government has said that you're supposed to have it. So again, remember, it's Elephant Jump, Cool Basil, and Golden Leaf. These are the three options that you get to choose from. Whichever one that you want to do, depending on what kind of loan you want to take on an investment and what you think you want to run or what you think makes the most sense for the neighborhood that you live in. That's what you pick from. So
elephant breadstick. Now I'm trying to make a joke about Olive Garden and Elephant Jump, but I can't.
It's not going to go. But Hannah, I know your ass is going to sign up for the unlisted fourth cheapest option, which you would have called eating snow.
Oh, I love snow. If it weren't so filled with toxins, I'd do it more.
I know.
What do you mean?
Tractor hitch, is that what you want to call it? I don't know. It's just a terrible joke
tractor hitch and I eat snow while I'm rigging my tractor.
I just wanted to shoehorn in a joke about you eating snow. That has nothing to do with it. No, there's only those three options. Because you're so hungry.
I'm going to open a snow eating restaurant. Here's what it is.
It's
here's
just called shaved ice. That's all it is. It's just snow with like syrup on it.
I was going to say, you're right. Correct. That's correct. But I was going to say my snow eating restaurant is going to have one of those snow makers from the ski resorts that look like giant spotlights.
Can you just put your mouth directly up to it?
You're going to stand in front of it. Part of the experience is you're going to stand in front of it, and I'm going to pull a huge lever, and you're just going to get blasted in the face with snow.
Get blasted. I'm just gaping snow in the mouth.
Yep. Just going to gape snow. You're going to blast snow, and they're going to say, this is a solid 3 on Yelp.
That sounds great because everybody who's going to it is from the 2000s, but the early 2000s.
It's a bunch of millennials who want to feel something. All right.
I love Yelp. All right. I still miss Yelp. It's such a better interface.
I know.
Better
it's way
interface
better
than Google.
I don't want to use anything else. TripAdvisor? Boo.
No. Anyway, I'll come eat at your snow restaurant just once.
Yeah. I will give you extra snow because you're a friend.
Thank you. So anyway, you pick one of the three options. Then you make your way over to the Export-Import Bank of Thailand. There, they'd offer you a loan to open your restaurant abroad. And the Small and Medium Enterprise Development Bank of Thailand sets up infrastructure for loans of up to $3 million for enterprises in the food industry, including foreign Thai restaurants.
This is insane.
Yeah.
So are they having people that are already U.S., like people like Thai Americans do this? Or are people like immigrating from Thailand with this restaurant plan to America to open a restaurant? Or
I'll
both?
get to it. So your last stop was a collaboration between the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Industry, the Thailand National Food Institute, the Public Kasetsart University, and the Ministry of Agriculture. And they all work together to offer programs that involve training chefs, to inspecting exports, to researching new recipes to appeal to foreign tastes. And the Public Health Ministry published a book in 2002 called A Manual for Thai Chefs Going Abroad that covered all these topics in great detail. So there's a straight up handbook for it.
They have perfectly manufactured this for us. Dude, props. That's amazing.
But it gets complicated, all right?
Oh, okay.
Not complicated in terms of how it's executed, but if you're the Thai government,
how do I make this? I don't understand the sauces. I don't know.
No. That's not what gets complicated. It gets complicated culture. So if you're the Thai government, you got to figure out you got to have like a keynote, right? You got to have like your iPhone, whatever. That's like your flagship thing, that your product that you're going to base it all around. Because again, they've thought through all of this. It's crazy. Like they've really thought about how this works. So it was decided that the national dish was going to be Pad Thai.
Pad Thai.
Yep.
They decided on that?
They decided on that.
My snow restaurant, the national dish of the snow restaurant is going to be snow.
Rocks. Rock-flavored snow.
Rock-flavored snow. That is fascinating.
That's weird, though, because Pad Thai isn't the
good.
apple pie of Thai. Well, I disagree with that. I liked Pad Thai. It's not my go-to, but I don't dislike it. But it's not like this apple pie of Thailand. It's not like the national dish in the way that we would think about it based on going to restaurants. So it's a relatively new creation that has a complicated origin. I'm going to explain a little bit about it. So back in the 1930s, Thailand was having its own rice emergency, much like myself, because there was
I'm going
to
start
floods.
using that. I'm going to start asking you if it's a rice emergency because I think I understand
inevitably
exactly
the answer
what
will always
Sarah
be
means.
yes.
It's not just hungry; it's a rice emergency.
It's like every single day that I'm tabling at a convention, by the end of it is absolutely a rice emergency.
Because all they give us is like pizza and salads.
It's awful. I hate it. I mean, I love pizza and I love salads, but I'm like, listen, I grew up eating rice like 6 nights a week. So it's like fully in, like, it's part of my genetic makeup. Yeah.
Admittedly, we've talked about this, but it genuinely is. Like,
it genuinely is part. My genetics have been evolved to be eating. Yeah.
Seriously. Like
basmati rice for generations.
Yeah. And I could eat potatoes forever and ever and ever. Forever.
Yeah. It's always the best. It always rice makes me so happy. It's like, I just love it. Anyway.
So do potatoes.
So, back in the 1930s, like I said, Thailand's having a rice emergency. So the Thai government, under the leadership of Prime Minister Plaek Phawbun Songkram, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Also, by the way, usually I try to go on YouTube to see if I can find people talking about them so I could copy or
Thai?
I could hear. It's hard. No, I was saying I went to look this up, and it was just a bunch of AI generated videos, which was really annoying. So I was I was hearing the AI pronunciation of it. So I was like, I don't know, but I believe the last name is Phawbun Songkram. Phawbun Songkram is my best attempt at it.
Thai is such a cool looking language, like the written language.
The letters, it's like the craziest looking. It's like so interesting. I'm just like, I don't even understand how they arrive at that phonetically. It was fascinating.
Especially with ours, with just like, here's some sticks. This is an A.
You're saying the actual Thai. You're talking about actual written Thai. Not, I was also talking about like when Thai is written in English, like using English language. It's also really interesting. Alphabet. Yeah, the way they translate the phonetics is also really interesting to me when you look at it.
Yeah.
What is that called? I think I brought this up on the Vietnamese nail salon episode where I'm like, IPA is what it's called.
Pronunciation.
That's one thing I'd love to understand. I'm like, I don't understand how any of that works. I'd be fascinated to understand how that works.
So many tabs on that open. I'm not even kidding.
Really?
We'll get there.
I don't even understand how that, like, where that begins to be unpacked as a tab.
It's like this international phonetic alphabet is what it is. So, oh no, that's not what we're talking about. Never mind.
I'm talking about something else. Ignore that. Anyway, so the prime minister, he begins to promote rice noodles as a way to keep things under control, because noodles, of course, only use 50% of the grain, thus making it more efficient and cheaper to manufacture.
Interesting. Yeah, because you think about it, like when you think about, like, let's see, so I keep interrupting, but like Vietnamese food, they have that vermicelli rice because France was their colonized. They were colonized by France, that they would bring these like noodles in, but I never associate most East Asian food with noodles. I associate it with rice. And
this was also part of a process of them trying to, like, quote unquote, look more like sophisticated to Western powers or whatever. So this is also around the time that they changed from Siam to Thailand.
Yeah.
And this is very important. Again, it's an important way of having Western powers not come in and kill everybody and steal all your natural resources.
Yeah.
So you've got to look sympathetic to them, unfortunately.
You like our food? Do you want some food?
We're
Come
called
here.
a different country
food
now.
for you.
Thanks. Please don't kill us. But it's also like this defensive move, because the government there start assuring people that, like, hey, if you're a Thai citizen, eating pad Thai is like patriotic because we need to have good branding, kind of, is what they're thinking.
Interesting.
And if they didn't have pad Thai, then Anna Leonowens could just walk in there anytime she wants and start shoving you around. And yes,
who's that?
That is a Thailand, Simpsons, and the King and I musical joke, all forcibly mashed together in one graceless package.
Graceless was perfect way to describe what we do here.
Here's one excerpt from The Atlantic about the origins of pad Thai that I thought was interesting. Quote,
okay.
What's most fascinating about pad thai, however, is that it probably isn't even Thai. Noodles, stir fry, and especially noodle stir fries are quintessentially Chinese. In fact, just about every ingredient found in pad thai isn't native to the people after whom the dish is named.
I love that. That's crazy.
The only really Thai ingredient is the pounded dried chilies. Even the dish's full name, Kway Teow Pad Thai, nods to its Chinese origins. Kway Teow is Chinese for rice noodles. Its name literally means Thai-style stir-fried noodles, and for a dish to be so named in its own country clearly suggests an origin that isn't Thai. And the Thai people seem to agree in Thailand. It's explicitly referred to as a Chinese noodle dish.
Crazy. It's like fortune cookies being from here.
Yeah.
French fries being from here. Or
it's this weird like marketing, like Western kind of thing. It's fascinating. So anyway, that's sort of what a little bit of the origins of pad thai is. So 70 years later, pad thai would be the flagship dish as the Thai government wanted to remove more of their restaurants and expand into the Americas. And worldwide as well, by the way. I shouldn't just say America. Yeah.
Especially because like Chinese food had already made it was so popular in America already. It's like, let's do something a little more. Let's use these noodles that are Chinese style, and that could be a little easier to. Maybe not. Never mind.
But it's also like people had gone to Thailand and they had seen it, so like there was some level of familiarity with it.
Okay, sorry, I'm misunderstanding.
The entire creation of pad thai is like this. It's half defensive and like holding on to resources, but it's also part of this rebrand. So this is art. This is like I wouldn't say it's a tradition, but it was already one step in doing that. So it made sense to be like, hey, when we really want to try and like do this gastrodiplomacy thing, people are already thinking about this as part of it. So it made sense that they would push that forward as like the main thing instead of creating like a new dish. Because it's like marketing. It's like we can't come up with a new thing, so we'll just do a remake of a thing that already exists so that we don't have to start from scratch in terms of like how people are associated with this.
It's genius.
And as the last little part of the campaign, the government attempted to standardize Thai restaurants and their menus, which on the one hand, it's great because it's very effective. And there was an explosion of Thai restaurants, and the whites and Americans all ate it up, quite literally.
I want to eat it up right now.
Yeah, me too. And while quote unquote American restaurants get to do stuff like fusion and experimentation and stuff like that, non-white restaurants tend to fall into what's called the authenticity trap, which I'm sure you can figure out what it is.
I was about to bring that up, dude. I was going to say, it's funny because white people just care about authenticity when really that doesn't actually exist. It's just using the materials that are available to you to make your dish. It's not like, there's just that, it's that whole thing where it's like, no, this is authentic. Yeah. This is authentic in the way that it is like,
oh, this is too nice. It's not like a hole in the wall, or it's not like gross and weird like, and grimy.
Or someone has a nice restaurant. Just eat the delicious food and get over it. Or like, the authenticity thing is such a weird, like a gatekeeping thing where it's like, oh, I don't eat there. It doesn't taste authentic. It's like, what do you mean?
Yeah. How much have you traveled to Thailand? How do you know about what's authentic?
Also, this is a lot of times it's like this is a Thai immigrant who has been in America for a while. So that's the most authentic thing for them is to make their Thai recipes using American. It doesn't matter.
Which they're not. See, that's the point, though. Like in this process, they're not even necessarily doing the thing that's the most authentic to them. Because there's this standardized program that they're trying to do to like essentially franchise Thai restaurants, but it's not under the guise. So it's like this is kind of like what Americans, if you think about like McDonald's, is like. Imagine if McDonald's is like working with the American government as being like, this is what American food is as it goes everywhere, which is kind of crazy to think about that. And so anything that deviates from McDonald's is suddenly like, well, this is not American food. This is like whatever, New York style pizza or something. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh, in America, we've got like brisket. We've got like, tacos. I don't even. Actually, there's no real American food. Let's be real here. But I'm just trying to think of the best parallel. But anyway, so the authenticity trap makes it more difficult. And, God forbid people from other countries get to make some new shit. But
No, you have to be exactly what we think your ancestors were like. That's why.
Yeah, or what's been marketed to us. But in some places like Chicago, Thai restaurants had secret menus that Thai customers and more adventurous American eaters could order from.
I want the more adventurous stuff. That's funny.
So those secret menus featured bolder, lesser-known dishes that were working in the back of the restaurant and would be more inclined to appeal to locals. And people love like a secret double animal style, like double cooked fry, whatever, like protein.
Yeah.
They love like the secret shit on the menu, and it makes them feel special. So this sort of emboldened their diners and helped bring in some lesser known dishes into the mainstream kind of menus over time, because people kept demanding that more than anything.
I see.
But who doesn't have to worry about any of that?
Who?
White people who studied in Thailand.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. There was a guy named Chef Andy Ricker. He had traveled and lived throughout Thailand on and off for decades. And after not being able to find the food he ate in Chiang Mai and Bangkok and U.S. restaurants, he opened a restaurant called Pok Pok in Portland, Oregon in 2005.
Are we going to go there?
It's not around anymore, but I guess at one point it was like a big place. Apparently it's good food. I think and I was reading articles about like other Thai chefs who are like, no, they weren't like disparaging of this place. I think they were like, the restaurant's good and they like the food, but they're like, yeah, it's a very different experience when you're somebody who's like, oh, I'm going to make like a fusion-y thing instead of like, because if you're a Thai person and you try and make something different, again, you fall into the authenticity trap. Yeah, I mean, this isn't just Thai restaurants. This is like any kind of foreign, quote unquote. It's not even foreign really, but
quote unquote foreign,
yeah. But anytime you try and deviate from what the expectations of people are, all of a sudden people are like, I don't know, you're trying. This isn't authentic. So,
I want it authentic.
This one chef was like, good for him. I'm glad that it worked out. Kind of a different standard that's set.
That's funny.
But I don't think there's. I didn't necessarily read any ill will towards that guy. No bad blood. Yeah. So the Global Thai has its key component of the program, which is a certification program launched by the Thai government, namely called Thai Select. And this to me sounds kind of like a Michelin star certification, like Nintendo seal of approval type something or other deal. The Thai Select program adheres to specific guidelines set by the Thai Department of Tourism, including authenticity, quality, service, and atmosphere. Restaurants with Thai Select certification gain enhanced credibility and attract more customers who seek, quote unquote, authentic Thai dining experiences. And to qualify, restaurants must be open at least 5 days a week, employ a government-trained Thai chef or chefs, and use genuine Thai products to guarantee an authentic taste of Thai cuisine. So it's tightly controlled.
Genius. Yeah. This is genius.
Again, it's literally just franchising, but it's franchising by the government instead of like a Chick-fil-A or whatever, where you'd have to do all that. Yeah, that's all it is.
But like it's it's whatever you said. It was
gastrodiplomacy, yeah.
Yeah, full on. Crazy. Yeah. Okay.
So I wasn't able to find a whole lot like written up by well-sourced publications, but like there were some threads and like random people that I sort of chatted with or talked to and asked about in comments. But it's probably pretty obvious that you can deduce that like they're considering the number of restaurants in relation to the amount of Thai people. I focus specifically on the United States, but as far as being like, it has been very successful worldwide. The United States is where I focused it because that's where we are. And I was like, yeah, I did notice that there's a shit ton of Thai restaurants all of a sudden.
A ton,
but obviously it's safe to assume that there's a lot of people who are not Thai who are running the Thai restaurants.
Yeah.
But that's also not uncommon for any restaurant, especially in the United States. Yeah. So I don't know if I didn't see if I don't assume that you have to be Thai in order to be able to qualify for it. I think it might just be that like, if you want to come take a loan or use the money or whatever, they're like, we're fine. Yeah. But I imagine that they probably want Thai people to be doing it more. I don't have any idea. If you know, please email us 500opentabs@gmail.com. Let us know. I'd be curious.
I want to hear anything about this because especially if someone has been involved in this firsthand, I want to know all about it. This is really cool.
Yeah.
I love that they're actually like making a business based on white people's need for authenticity. And they're like, we'll give you authenticity, the one we decide on.
And it's tightly controlled. And so like Thai Select, that deal makes it feasible that someone can come be like, oh, well, you're not using it correctly, or you're like, you're not making the dish. And somebody might just be like, oh, I want this one thing that like my grandmother used to make, but it's not part of like the menu of like what the Thai Select industry is sort of allows you to create. And so they're like, you're not authentic Thai. They might take away like access to certain kind of things. Like and
a too policed in a way.
Perhaps possibly, although from what I can understand, it seems like now I think palates and tastes have changed and people are maybe a little bit more open to like different kinds of restaurants and different kinds of recipes, because again, being so standardized might make it less appealing now to certain coastal elites who don't know anything about tractors.
So drive my tractor to the Thai restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. So I get the sense that people are maybe opening up a little bit. But again, I can't say for sure. I didn't necessarily. That's such a big question to try and answer. But
yeah.
So again, it's cool because the gastrodiplomacy part of it's so interesting, and like the standardization of it's really interesting. But it also puts people into like a box that could be really destructive. Yeah. So it's like a little bit of each. But overall, I just thought it was really fascinating. Idea. Our friend Ryan, who somebody Sarah met in the neighborhood, he's the one who told me about it, and that's how I ended up finding this out. So shout out to Ryan. Thank you for letting me know about this. I'm sure he had listened to something that was far more well researched and interesting than what I was able to do for this tab. But I thought that was really interesting.
People come here for that. People come here not for that. You know?
Yeah. But again, to reiterate, I'm just going to reiterate one more time, although I did say it at the beginning, and I'll say it one more time. It was not like there was no Thai restaurants, and then all of a sudden in 2002, suddenly Thai restaurants were everywhere. It was like there was a bunch of Thai immigrants who came. They had done the hard work. They had figured out a way to make it work. Laying the foundation of it. They made something that people, in America found palatable, and they liked it, and they were interested. And that's the reason why. So they just sort of were there to throw fuel on the fire because they had seen that it was already a successful working model to an extent. So
that's what franchisers do. That's all literally all it is. It's taking somebody else's hard work and making more money on it. So.
But anyway, that's my tab. That's everything I learned about Thai restaurants and how much it's exploded. And that explained why we were like, I don't know why I didn't have access to Thai restaurants in the 80s and 90s. Yeah. It was just not where we were.
But it came so naturally that I didn't even question it. It just always feels like we've had it. But no, you're right.
Yeah.
The first Thai food I had was in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Probably would have been, I think like late 90s is the first time I had. I don't remember the first exact place I went to.
But you were nearer to where there were more Thai restaurants.
Probably, sure. Yeah. And the East Bay especially, like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what the best thing about California, honestly, is that you could go anywhere and have something delicious. I'm going to go get Thai right now.
Dude, especially in LA. It's crazy. It's one of the best places. It's like, that's
it truly is.
People knock on LA, but I'm like, bro, do you know how many kinds of crazy ass good food you can get here? It's insane. It's insane.
Any type, any region in the world, you can find it in LA.
Yeah. The food culture in restaurants is truly like magnificent in Los Angeles. Yeah.
Remember the time you took us to that Mexican restaurant and Sean was like, this tastes like my grandma made it. And you were like, yes.
Yes. What was it that he ate? Do you remember?
I don't remember. It was like,
I forgot what it was.
It was a soup. It was like a tortilla soup or something.
Yeah, something like that. But, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. That was so great. My mouth is literally watering. It's a problem.
Watering. Have some Thai food with this. Let us know what your favorite Thai restaurant is in the comments. Drop a link below.
Give us some suggestions, especially like in New York, because we're going to go to New York next. We should go take some suggestions.
No, at the time of this recording, we're going to be in Portland next. Actually, someone did recommend, funny enough, unrelated to the tab, somebody recommended that somebody I know who was like, I'm from Portland. He's like, there's this really good Thai restaurant. We should go there.
Oh, okay.
I bookmarked it, so we're going to go.
Okay.
Rose City's still coming up.
Yes. And so if you are in in Portland.
Portland, yeah. That. Looking at that. Anyway, okay, so let's go ahead and close our tabs. What should we do? Should we have somebody gobbling it up and eating it and then slurping like it's a finished meal of some sort?
Yes, somebody eating. It's the sound both of us hate the most, but we'll do it. It's true,
chewing and slurping.
Yeah, we both just gagged at the exact same time. Yeah, Alyssa, find someone chewing and slurping.
Eating our tabs. Okay, you want to count us down?
Chewing them, 3, 2, 1. Eat those tabs. Boom, boom. I'm closing so many.
Yeah, me too. All right, moving on to listener emails. Hannah, you're up first.
All right. The first email comes in from Charlie from Vancouver.
Hello, Charlie.
We've heard Charlie before, you'll see. So, hi again, Hannah and Kaveh. It's still Charlie from Vancouver. I submitted this competitive pumpkin growing tab. Thank you for having the perfect episode to share it in. It was the Halloween one where we talked about Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin. So Charlie from Vancouver wrote it about pumpkins.
And Jack O'Lantern was the other part of that episode.
That's a good episode.
That was a fun one. Yeah,
that was a good one. You hacked my brain by speaking Welsh. I just came across another plant-related competition that is so stupid that I had to share it.
Yeah, I love that somebody thought of something dumb as shit. They're like, these idiots will love it, and they'll put it on their show. And sure enough, immediately we did.
Here we are, Charlie. Apologies, Kaveh, and you're welcome, Hannah, because this tab comes from England.
No!
According to lore, in the 1980s, two farmers were at a pub in Dorset when a friendly argument arose. Who had the largest stinging nettles growing on their farm? One of the farmers declared he would eat any stinging nettle larger than his own. This argument was the seed.
Sorry, what is a stinging nettle?
I don't. It's like a spiky little plant. That's like a weed.
Okay.
This argument was the seed that germinated into the stinging nettle eating world championships.
This just looks like mint.
Oh yeah. Oh good, great. Contestants try to eat as many raw stinging nettle leaves as possible in 1 hour.
That
Winning
sounds
is
awful.
Winning is measured by the length of leftover stems, with a 2025 champion having eaten 74 feet worth of nettles. That's 22.5 meters for everyone else.
Listen, I'm just going to say, new internet show, instead of hot ones, it's stinging nettles. So
you go to a tiny British pub and you're forced to eat stinging nettles.
Each question is like more and more lengths of stinging nettles that you have to do.
Since nettles thrive in damp soil conditions near rivers, marshes, and bogs, perhaps this is also a new category that could be added to the bog snorkeling competition one day. Secundus Nixon shat here 5 times, and probably more because nettles are high in fiber.
Oh!
Charlie.
Wonderfully placed in there. Very nicely threaded. Love it. Thank you, Charlie. That was fantastic.
That was hilarious. I'd eat some nettles.
You would. You'd probably eat nettles voluntarily before you even realize that they were bad for you.
Yeah. You're right.
All right. Email number 2 is from Lydiana from Durham, North Carolina, and it is a voice memo. I'm very excited to play it.
Ooh.
So,
okay.
We're going to let's do a countdown and then we'll play it. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
3,
I'm ready.
2, 1, play.
Hey, y'all. My name is Lydiana, and I'm from Durham, North Carolina. I'm a longtime listener of both Musical Splaining and 500 Open Tabs. And so I've had a few tabs that I've wanted to send in, but I didn't think about sending anything until Hannah's episode on ADHD, episode 80.
Oh.
Because I find your podcast so useful and helpful because y'all jump around from thing to thing and go on these different side quests and everything. And for me, that's makes it easier to focus on what you're actually talking about. So you always have like my attention captured. Whereas with other podcasts, it's harder for me to pay attention. And if somebody's just so hyper-focused on one thing and they're not even like deviating from that thing, and it sounds like they're just reading like a textbook or something, I can't focus at all. So thank you for what you're doing, learning lots from the podcast. But the tab I wanted to share with y'all today is about Baba Anujka. So she's a Serbo-Romanian chemist / herbalist / witch. And so in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, she would have women come over to her place and say, I have a problem with my abusive husband. And she would be like, oh, how heavy is your problem? Kind of meaning like, how much does he weigh? And then she would give them these different toxins that they could then give to their husbands. So she ended up
have a tab open about this.
Doing this between 50 to 150 times. And they don't have an exact number of how many people died between that range of 50 to 150. But within that or afterwards, she was finally caught and she was sentenced to 15 years in prison in 1929 at the age of 90. But she was released due to old age after spending only 8 years in prison. So that is my tab on Baba Anujka from Vladimira Vac, Serbia. And she also goes by the Banat Witch and the Witch of Vladimira Vac. Thanks so much for what y'all do, and see ya.
Amazing.
Dude, I love that.
Wait, so you already had a tab open about this?
Yes, I have had a tab open about this. And I hesitated from doing it because it's like murder-based, because there's enough of that. But no, this woman's amazing. And it's one of those things where it's like, I bet this happened more than anyone even realizes.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Before divorce came around, if someone's beating you up, you're going to find a way to get out.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, incredible.
Thank you, Lydiana. That was fantastic. And thank you for submitting a voice memo. It's always lovely to hear someone's voice. We love hearing it. If you also would like to submit a listener email, please send it to 500opentabs@gmail.com. That's 500. Try and keep them to around a couple minutes if you can, or a proper email will be accepted as well. Let us know where you're from, the tab that you wanted to share with us. And what do we got? What do we want to tell them? We're going to be in Rose City Comic-Con next week in Portland, Oregon. So if you're in the Portland area, come see us. I believe it's going to be September 5th through the 7th. So it's that Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
At the time, we recorded a little bit early, so I don't have a table number for us yet, but we're going to be in Artist Alley somewhere. So just come look for the table that has no line and people yelling at each other back and forth and laughing really loud. That's going
to be us. Yeah, that'll be us. And thanks for listening. And you can follow us at 500 Open Tabs or at Hannah Hillam, or for you at
PermaFriends on Instagram. Also, if you know somebody who likes Thai food, send them this episode. If you know somebody who likes tractors, send them this episode.
Please.
If you know somebody who wears Croc charms, send them. First, don't be friends with them.
Send them anything.
Send them this episode.
Look, throw all those Croc charms in the Secundus Nixon Gwen Stefani tribute toilet and flush them down. All right.
Or in the wood chipper and have them blend. But no, seriously, the more that you guys can send our episodes and our show to any of your friends and family, either to torture them or to enrich their lives in whatever way, it would be a huge help to us. And it sounds like we are helping people like Lydiana, which is very fantastic to hear. That's nice. I appreciate
really
that
nice,
a lot.
because, no one's ever said that before to me. So thank you. And
84 episodes in, someone's finally like, you guys are doing good work. No, that's not true. People tell us that we're doing stuff nice on the Discord all the time.
Is a helpful thing rather than a drawback to your personality.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you. And
anyway,
I will see.
Real quick. Thank you to everybody for listening. Thank you to Alyssa.
Yes, thank you, Alyssa, as always.
And then what were you going to say? You will see me where?
I was going to say, I'll see you at the Gwen Stefani tribute toilet.
In the sky. The Secundus Nixon tribute toilet.
That's right. In the sky. I can't even keep track anymore. Keep it Josie.
Keep it Josie. Keep it whatever. There's so many of them, dude. I don't even know any matter.
I don't know them anymore. We need a 3-point Hitch standardization for our sign-off, and we don't have one.
Yes. Listen, let's go ahead and work on that and see if we can come up with. But anyway, in the meantime, hopefully see you guys in Rose City.
Yeah,
otherwise, we'll see you next week.
Okay, bye everybody, and bye to you.